Amoriha, everyone! Amoriha! Amoriha! Amoria is alive. Despite the will of God, Amoria comes back successfully alive and when in one piece and with all her shit. Amoriha, everyone! Amoriha! Oh, I was not in Japan for that long, but that was quite the trip. Amoriha, everyone. Amoriha. Glad to be back. I am so glad to be back home right now. I'm so glad. How was the extra day of work? It wasn't an extra day of work. I was supposed to work anyways. It was just I don't want to take a 3-hour break to stream. Anime Crab, thank you so much for the Amori Dono, thank you. But no, I was supposed to work anyways. If anything, I got an extra day off because I was stuck in the airport. And my boss told me just to take the entire day off, which was very nice, along with other nice things they did. But no, actually, if anything, I got an extra day off. Which I guess was nice, but I would have preferred just coming back normally, and not having that extra day off, and not having to stay in an airport overnight, and crying in front of police station and almost losing all of my valuables. That would have been the most nice outcome, rather than an extra day off where all I did was, like, sleep sideways on plastic chairs and then stressed the whole time. But you know, at least my bosses were very nice to give me that extra day off, because I would have also crashed out if I had to work that day. Dianjo! Thank you for the shupa! But yes, Amoriha, I'm not sure how long I will stream today, because I still feel like I am like emotionally and physically recovering. But yes, other than that, trip was great. I'll recap the trip from the beginning as I try to remember. I got there, so basically, I wasn't gonna go on this trip in the first place, but Limina was like, hey, you wanna come? I'm gonna be in Japan. You want in? And I was like, I would, but I literally just got back from Japan like a few days ago, and I just spent all my money on 3,000 yen heroines checkies. And then she's like, you can stay at my hotel for free. And I was like, I'm in! So that's why I went on another trip. Usually I don't go back to back on Japan trips. Oh, more about that later though. Maybe crepes with Limina. Limina doesn't like crepes. She gives me shit for it because she's like, I'll tell you guys later, like during the Sushido part. But she doesn't really like crepes, but I like crepes. So every time I got a crepe, every time I had free time from Limina, I like basically just snuck out and got a crepe. Like it was like dirty little secret. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna be doing some other, yeah, you're gonna be checking into your next hotel, you're gonna be getting your hair done. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry, I'll keep myself occupied. Yeah, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. And then I fucking like race to the crepe shop. Oh, you have to go drop off your luggage. Yeah, don't worry. I'll meet you there. I'll meet you at the next spot. Googling the closest crepe place near me. Like it's my dirty fucking secret. And then, but yeah, so I got to Japan, yeah. Really? Oh, it started off interesting because nowadays, I've been taking like the airport bus, and usually I don't, because I'm like, okay, well, it's like 14 to 17,000 won. $14 to $17, and a taxi's like $50, and then subway's like maybe like $5. Reno, thank you so much for like gift memberships. If you are here and we're lucky enough to receive a gift Reno-ship, a gift membership from Reno, please go send Reno a big thank you in chat. Thank you so much, Reno. Thank you. And congratulations to everyone who received one. Thank you, Reno. Thank you. yeah. Yeah, but guess I'm a boat now. You accepted it pretty easily though. You seem pretty chill about it. It's okay. I would still love you if you were a worm. I would still love you if you were a boat. But yeah, so I've been taking the airport bus. But usually I didn't before because I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna spend $14 or $17, I feel like I might as well take a taxi at that point, you know? But then, it also worried me because, like, Naver isn't very good at updating the times for it. So it'll be like, yeah, it's running. When is it coming? I'm not really sure. So, like, it's bad at updating the times for that one, so I also got scared if I go out there and, like, it's not there. But last time I went to Japan, I tried it, and it was pretty, like, easy, you know? It's a lot easier than the subway. So I've just been taking that. So I took it this time. And I had to take the first one. So I go, bring my bags, and then this taxi, when I'm on the way walking, this taxi guy kind of stops and honks at me, like very gently honks at me to get my attention, probably because he was gonna like offer to like drive me to the airport because he saw I had my fucking luggages at like 5 a.m. So where else was I going? But I don't like taking taxis when it's not through the app, because one time it's very easy to get scammed if you like just like hop in a taxi, which most Koreans do because it's fine. But if you're a foreigner, or if you're like me where you're like Korean but then you open your mouth and then they can tell you're a foreigner, it's easy to get scammed. Because they can like charge you more and not use the meter and stuff like that, or like try and like insist for a tip. So I just like don't like taking taxis if it's not through like the app, if I don't call a taxi through the app. So I just like ignored it and kept walking, got to the airport, like, or got to the stop, and then a taxi comes by and he's like, I'll take all of you guys waiting for like 14,000 won each or something. And like some people, they're like 3, and I'm like, oh, that's tempting, but I don't know. Is this a scam? I don't know. And I'm like I'm like, okay, no, I'll just take the subway. I'll just take the bus. But then he comes to me and he's like, do you want to? And he's like kind of being a little insistent. But then I see like there's other people that already accepted the offer. And they like very much, it's like a man and a woman. And seeing the man and like they both like seem like they're like Korean. So I'm like, okay, I feel like, you know, I have a safety net here. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I will. I get in. And luckily, yes, it does not turn out to be a scam. And he does not go, just kidding. Actually, it's $50. Pay up. Otherwise, I'm holding your shit hostage. Luckily, I get there. Everything's good. So that was like very nice. And he was very nice too. He was like very nice. Sometimes taxi drivers are grumpy because they're all like old men ajishis. But he was very nice too. So yeah, so I make it to the airport, everything good. Make it through customs and everything good. Go to the airport, ride the fucking 18-hour-long subway. We have to transfer like 5 times because Narita sucks. The thing about like Japan, I feel like, I don't know, Japan and Korea are so similar but so different. I don't know. They're so similar, but so different. Like, bathrooms in Japan are so much nicer. But I feel like the Incheon airport and all of, like, just, like, the staff and the layout and, like, the transportation methods are so much, like, nicer in Korea. It's just, they really go back and forth, I think, on which one does the best. But, so anyways, yeah. So I get to the hotel. And then they're like, oh, can I have your passport? And I'm like, well, fuck. Like, Limina has, like, all my passport and stuff information from when we shared Airbnbs before. But I'm like, I don't think she put me down on the hotel check-in. So I'm like, I might not be able to, like, put my bags here. But check-in is until 3, and I get there, like, 11. But anyways, for some reason, I guess it works fine. But I need to do my makeup because we're seeing iLife later. Oh, also, so for this iLife event, it was a special event, so they only had the Tokutenkai, the Cheki session before and not after, and it was ticketed. So it was through a lottery system. You went to Gal Life? You know it by name. I was like, I don't need to refer to my name. No one will fucking know. Yeah. I went to Life. That's so funny. But yeah. So I'm like, okay, so yeah, so when we did the lottery, I have fan club, and then I bought fan club using like XP's like ticket dive account. It was really funny, Limina's luck, because okay, so we both won the lottery for the ticket, for the live ticket, but my number was better than Limina's. But like, if you want to sit together, if you want to stand together, either you have to just line up with the person with the worst ticket. So I had to give up my better ticket to stand next to Limina because I'm so nice and gracious. But then for the Tokutenkai, the Checky session, I won, but Limina didn't. But it's fine, because by the time Limina landed, actually she wouldn't have been able to attend anyways. So it worked out fine, but I just thought it was funny that I like won over her twice. I got a better live ticket than her, and I got the Tokutenkai ticket. So... But yeah, so I need to do my makeup, but I can't. I wanted to do it in the hotel room, but I can't check in. So I have to awkwardly go back and forth in the lobby, my suitcase open, with all my makeup. And like, I've been like taking my like base prep really seriously. So like, I need to you guys aren't gonna know what this is, but just pretend you guys know. It's just a lot of steps. So I need to put my toner pads on my face. For moisturizer, let them sit for a bit, and I put my contacts in, and then I take the toner pads off, put the toner on the rest of my face, let it dry, and I have like a handheld fan that I use to help dry, and then I do a hydrating serum, let that dry, then I do a moisturizer, let that dry, then I do my sunscreen, let that dry, then I do a primer, let that dry, and then I do foundation, and then I spray it with setting spray, let that dry, and then I do the rest of my makeup. So I'm like trying to go back and forth between the bathroom and stuff, and like using my mirror, like just sitting in the lobby and trying not to hog the fucking bathroom because some people need to actually fucking use it. So my makeup takes me longer than it usually does, but I finally get done. And it was like this whole fucking situation. Also, oh my god, thank you so much for 90 months of membership. Thank you. Yo ha. Thank you so much for 90 months of membership. I hope you've enjoyed your time and stay here. Thank you so much for another one. Thank you. But yeah, so I do my makeup and I go over, and I really wanted to go. There's this one place in Ikebukuro. It's called like Naan Station. They have honey cheese naan that's unlimited, and I really wanted to eat it, but I'm like, okay, Limina I don't think cares about honey cheese naan, and she definitely won't want to get like unlimited, because if you want to get unlimited, the whole table has to get unlimited, so you know you can't cheat the system. So I was like, my only chance to get it is to eat it alone, but I was like, I'm not gonna have time because it took me so long to do my makeup because I had to like fucking go back and forth and shit. But anyways, so I just go over and I go to Sushiro before the Tokutenkai because I love Sushiro. Sushiro is my favorite sushi train brand in Japan. I've tried Kura Sushi, and I tried one other one. Sushiro is still my favorite. Sushiro I feel like has the best variety. I like their desserts the best, and I think their tuna is the best. And plus they're doing a collab with Honkai Star Rail, but it sucks because it's split into two, like the first half and the second half, and the first half barely has any hyakin in it. But they do have these random plates that you can get for like 1,400 yen. So like $14, it comes with just like a Pepsi or like a fucking melon soda, and then you get this random like acrylic plate, and I really want hyakin. Am I caught up to Amorons? No. I'm still on the fucking part with Sunday before Amorons, but I really like hyakin's design, and from what I've seen about her personality, I really like her, so I do buy some merch of her. And she's very Amoria core, so... So I go and I eat a bunch of sushi. I eat my tuna sushi and I get the plate, but I get Casterus. Casterus comes out. But I see the guy next to me and he has hyakin. So I'm I'm like, "Kokan desu ka?" One of the phrases in Japanese that I'll never forget. "Sumimasen, kokan desu ka?" Would you like to trade? And because I don't know who he wants, but he's just like, "Yeah, sir." So I'm like, "Yes, slay!" But then he says something to me, and I'm like, ごめんなさい、日本語わかりません、外国人です. But then the random guy, like this NPC, pops up next to us, and it's this other otaku guy, and he's explaining, oh, he said in Japan, he ordered 2 more. Can you wait to trade until after? So I'm like, oh, hi, daijoubu desu. So I don't know who he wants, but he's just trying to either try to pull for his like Oshi, or trying to get as many copies of other ones as he can, so it's easier to trade for her, you know? But unfortunately, his plates come and he pulls fucking Hyakin. So he untrades me back. Which is like bullshit, because it's like, why would you accept the trade? No, takes these backsies! But of course, I'm like, daijoubu desu. But it's daijoubu janai. It is daijoubu janai. It is not daijoubu. But I have to be like daijoubu desu. So I'm like, fuck, man, he went and takes these backsies! So anyways, I leave, but it was very yummy. But I'm like, damn, I should have just like fucking left right after that. I should have just taken my bill and just like fucking like blitzed out of the fucking building after that. But anyways, after that, yeah, I go to the Tokutenkai. I get to see, and for Gal Life, they wear like their non-standard costumes. So I don't know, we don't know what costumes they're gonna wear, but I was hoping they were gonna wear like 1, maybe 2 people know what I'm talking about, the princess outfits from Budokan. I've talked about these so much. I really want a fucking Cheki with Usa-chan in her princess outfit from the Budokan performance. But unfortunately, they just wore them like 2 weeks ago, so I was like, fuck, I don't think they're gonna wear them. But I was talking with Limina about what outfits I don't want them to wear, and I'm like, I don't want them to wear the stupid camo-ish whatever pattern outfits from the Budokan, but I'm like, they did that for the last Gal Life, so I don't think so. They won't do it again. And I also don't want them to wear like the ones that are kind of dessert themed, which were cute in concept, but their execution was really ugly. So I'm like, okay, I don't want these outfits. So I'm like, we're lined up and it's like taking forever because there's like so many fucking people. And then I'm in like Usa's line and I can't see the front, but we're all lined up. But Riri comes out first, and I'm hearing the girls in front of me be like, Taina. So I'm like, no fucking way. They're wearing their Taina like inspired like costumes, which are cute. But the thing is, I have like 6 Chekis with Usa wearing that fucking outfit, because the second iLife Live I went to was the one before they really blew up. Like, the checking lines were, like, so much smaller than they are now. So I took, like, fucking 6 checkies with Usa, and I could have taken more. I just stopped because I was like, okay, I am burning through so much fucking money. But I have, like, 6 checkies of her in this fucking outfit. So I was like, oh my fucking god, are you serious? Oh my god! I was like, I wanted a new outfit so bad! But I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. At least it's an outfit I like. But I take my checkies with her, and she's so cute. She's like, Amaya-chan, she sees me. And like, again, I'm not trying to brag. Actually, no, I am trying to brag. It's like at the, I'm like very honored for my Oshi to be able to remember me, because iLife is very big right now, and especially because I can't go often, I'm like, it's like a very big honor for Usa to remember me. So like, I always really appreciate it, and it always makes me really happy that she's never had to like re-ask for my name or anything, and she always remembers me. But part of that is because I hustle on Twitter as well. I'm like pretty active on my iLife account on Twitter, so that helps also. But like, if I got into iLife now, I think it would be really hard for them to remember me, because like, it's really, there's so many fucking people, like so many fucking people. But yeah. anyways, so that was lovely. I got to see my beautiful Usatan, my love, the love of my life, my girlfriend, my wife, my daughter, my baby girl, my sunshine, my angel, my star, my bunny, my puppy, my everything. And then yeah, after that, I can't remember what I did after that. Oh, I went to like some like pop-up store because I wanted to get like a phone strap. And then I went to sneak a crepe. And then I met up with Limina. We talked, we went in, we watched iLife. Let's see. What else did we eat anything? Oh, I can't remember. Oh, but okay, I think, did we get dinner? I think maybe we might have just eaten convenience store food. But anyways, oh, after that, I had to bring Jaruna more dittos. So we went there. The thing is though, okay, so the last time I saw a Mori maid, which was like a few days before I left to go to Japan, her phone was dead. So she was like, oh, so I was like, oh, do you need a charger? And I gave her one of my portable chargers because I have like 3 like portable batteries I keep on me. Because I use my phone a fucking lot. And then at the end, I was like, oh, you can just keep it and give it back to me next time. And she was like, oh, konbanwa, what are you done? Stuff like that. And I was like, hee hee. But so I was only down to 2 portable batteries and one of them fucking broke. So like my phone was dead and I didn't realize that was an issue until I went to tap out of the subway. And I was like, fuck, my IC card. So we had to rent a portable battery and I had to charge my fucking iPhone so I could fucking tap in and out. But Limina was with me when I met Druna this time. And I knew they get along because they're both... They grew up in a similar time. And thus, I feel like get along quite well when it comes to certain, like, topics and memories and interests. So I was like, oh, I know these two will get along. So then we chatted. We got to chat for a while. That's a great way to sugarcoat it. They kept saying shit that I was like, I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. I didn't know this. Apparently when they were younger, search engines didn't exist. Because as soon as I started using the internet, which was like pretty young, I always remember like using Yahoo, but they were like talking about, oh yeah, like remember when like search engines didn't exist, so they had to just like Google, type things into the URL and hope it come like Pokemon.com, like PokemonDitto.com. And I was like, what the fuck? I thought that was before your times. I thought that was before your guys' time. What the fuck? What? So I was like so shocked. Because I did not think that was during their time and stuff. But yeah, so they were just saying a bunch of things and I was like, yeah, I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but It felt like, you know when your mom like runs into a friend at the grocery store and then they're talking? It felt like that. But I was happy because I knew these two would get along, so I was like, hey, I'll play like acquaintance friend matchmaker. But yeah, I gave Druna her dittos. And she actually was gonna give me money she owed in yen. But then like a few days before, I was like, hey, can you buy like 3 months worth of energy drinks for the iLife collab so I can get the giant standee? And long story short, she doesn't owe me money anymore. Long story short, I owe her money. But long story short, there's more Ditto collabs. So long story short, it's about to come back my way again. But yeah, so that was fun. We went back home. Remember, did not use up all my battery on my phone. Went back home. chatted, unpacked. Do you get your hands on some trail mix? Yes, she bought me 4 bags. She bought me 4 bags. How many is 3 months? I don't know. But she had to buy like 6. No, she bought 12 cans for 2 random acrylic key rings, and then she bought a 3-month subscription. Because if you buy a 3-month subscription for this energy drink collab they're doing, you get this giant fucking standee of like 4 of the members. And I really wanted that. So I was like, I don't know if you drink energy drinks, but you can drink them, you can give them away, you can pour them down in a sink, whatever is fine. You can keep them, I just want the collab goods. How many bags of trail mix are left? 3. The thing, it was so bad because I was like, okay, I need a diet now that I'm home because I like ate a lot on the trip. I need a diet. But I was so stressed out, I just let myself go out a bag. And I was like, I shouldn't have done that. So I need a diet now that I'm back from my trip. So now I'm like, okay, I cannot touch them until I'm done dieting. I cannot. Because I cannot open it and just leave it. If I open it, that bag's gone like in the next like 24 hours in like 2 sittings. Anyways, so yeah, so we go back the next day. Oh, also, I got very lucky because at the Gal Life, they were selling the iLife CDs. So I wanted to buy some. I wanted to buy one to send to the winner of the Amori Care Package, which I did get, by the way. I did get. But then they were doing some lottery thing, but I didn't really, like, I was trying to see. I didn't see any information online, and, like, it's kind of awkward, like, being like, 1 sec, takes a picture to translate it, waits for the translation, reads it. But anyways, they had me pull from this thing, and there were papers, and mine had nothing on it. So I was like, oh, I lost. But then they gave me a poster. So I was like, oh, I wonder what the actual prize is. So then after, I was like, you know what? I'm curious. So I went back to get some more. I ended up getting, I got cottons, not to keep though, but I'm gonna download her solo MP3. But I got, the group version, and then I got, Mamu and Mickey's. Because I think those are my top members, I would say. And also, I just really like their voices, so I wanted to hear the solo versions. But then one of them had writing on it, but I didn't know what it says. But I was trying to look, and I was like, I don't see any other prizes. And he pulls out a poster, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's just like an individual member poster. So I'm like, oh, that was definitely not Usa's name, so I wonder who I got. I was like, oh, maybe it was Aisu or something. But then the guy was like, oh, sign poster. And I was like, oh, hi. I got like really excited, and he laughed at me, like you know, like it was cute. So I got a fucking signed poster by all the members of iLife. So fuck, gambling pays off, everyone. Shit. But yeah, so I was like, oh my god, this is like, I like fucking cradled it in my arms all the way home. But yeah, I was very excited. So I need to find, is that family heirloom now? Signed things aren't like super rare when it comes to Chica idols, because you know they sign things pretty often, but usually something signed by all the members is like for lottery, like the top prize. So it's not like worth like, you know, thousands of dollars, but you know, it's pretty rare, you know. And I'm very happy to get one. I need to measure it and buy a frame for it because I want to frame it. But yeah, so then after that, I was like, okay, I need to go to, we were gonna go to Don Quixote, but Limina was so tired because she's old and her legs and her feet. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go to Don Quixote because I needed, what did I need? Oh, they also sold the iLife energy drinks in Don Quixote, but like all the benefits that I wanted were online. Like they only sold like, you can only get like a sticker. But I still wanted to buy them anyways because I wanted to like try them and take a picture with them. So I needed the iLife energy drinks. I needed a new power bank because mine broke. And of course it was a Stray Kids one. Thanks, JYP. And then I needed a poster tube because I need a poster tube for the iLife poster because we went to Daiso and they didn't have any. So I was like, okay, fuck, Don Quixote will probably have one. Sexy, thank you so much for 21 months of membership. Congratulations, you can drink now. I don't know what you were doing during those other Overwatch streams, but welcome back, Pink Woman. Glad you didn't die. Part of me wishes during that experience I did die. That's how it was so bad. But oh my god, we haven't even gotten there yet. Sexy, thank you so much. Thank you. Also, Akatan, thank you as well. I'm Moriha. I hope you've been well. So I went to Don Quixote. They didn't have the fucking power bank I needed. They didn't have a poster tube. They didn't have the fucking iLife energy drinks. And so I was like, okay, fuck, I literally got nothing here. So I went back home to the hotel. Then the next day, Limina had a hair appointment. Oh, we went to Caesarea because she was like, what do you want to eat? We can just go to a family restaurant. And I was like, oh, I've never been to like Denny's or Caesarea. And she's like, you haven't? So I went to Caesarea. Caesarea was actually very good. It was very yummy. I had this like myeongyeon, what's it called? Like what's myeongyeon in Japanese? Like myeongyeon. It was like this pasta with like the tuna cod roll, whatever, and like shrimp and like charred like the broiled cheese, and it was very yummy. Also, Ubegi, thank you so much for 36 months of membership! Hi, I'm new here. I might be stuck in Canada. My airline canceled my flight. Spirit Air. Well, it's okay. From one person to another, let's all sleep in airports overnight. No? Oh, damn. Okay, you're just unlucky then. Bad time for your airline to be canceling your flight. Now you're grouped in with all the spirit people. Oh my god, what my boss has just messaged me being like, Amoria, I have a request. Okay, one sec. What was I gonna say? So yeah, we ate and then she went to her hair appointment. And I went to the fucking Mega Don Quixote in Shibuya. The Mega Don Quixote. And Limina also wanted this BB cream. So I fucking hate that Don Quixote because there's so many people and I'm like, ugh. I know I'm a tourist, but tourists, man. Tourists. I know that's hypocritical of me. I know I'm a hypocrite. But tourists. Literally though, like tourists in Japan versus tourists in Korea, or dare I say any other fucking place, are just on a different fucking level. Like, oh my god, like I just always I just like, do we not have any like social or etiquette awareness? Like, I don't know. It's just like okay, this was not in Don Quixote. This was in another store that I went to. I walked in, there was this old white lady talking to this Japanese worker that clearly did not speak English, and she was trying to ask him questions about like these fucking pastels, like for like drawing and stuff. And it was very clear that he did not speak any English, but she just kept yapping on in English and asking questions. And it's like, girl, have you not heard of Google Translate? Like, oh my god, I know I'm a tourist, but I just hate tourists. I get why people hate tourists. Like, I hate me. Like, it's like, girl, you want to at least pretend to like try to open up Google Translate. It is a free app. It's a free app. And she fucking talked to that guy the moment I came to the moment I left, and probably before I was there, and probably still after I was there. And it's just like, holy shit. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I don't mean to be like, I'm not like other tourists. But you know, if I go up to a sales clerk, I'm not expecting them to cater to me in English, you know. I'll Google Translate my question and show it to them on my screen. Or I'll just be like, show them. Or I'll just learn and be like, oh, sumimasen, omochi desu ka? Or like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, doko desu ka? Like, I don't know, it's just like so like freaking annoying, and they always take up so much space, and oh my god, they talk so fucking loud. Anyways, but the Mega Don Quixote Mega did not have any lightning power power banks. They did not have any poster tubes, and they did not have Lumina's BB cream. So I was like, girl, and she was like, Mega, my ass. And I was like, it's a dozen Don Quixote. Doesn't have BB cream, doesn't have power banks, doesn't have poster tubes. So I was like, okay, I need to find a fucking poster tube. So that's when I went to this arts and crafts store, and that's where I found that one woman who was like trying to like fucking like holding this poor fucking worker at gunpoint, trying to ask him questions about fucking color pastels. But I found a poster tube, got it, and then I got my crepe. I got a Dipper Dan crepe, and it was the best crepe I had. I got a crepe from Dipper Dan and then Marion Crepes twice. Dipper Dan all the way. They have the best special menu, and I just feel like overall, just their crepes are so much better. Like the filling, like the amount. Dipper Dan, my beloved. Unfortunately, I only got to go there once because we only went to Shibuya once, and in Ikebukuro, it's in Sunshine City Mall, so it's so far away from the station. So I wasn't able to go to it in Ikebukuro. So I only got Dipper Dan once, which is like a record. But it was very good. They had like a strawberry one with like a matcha crepe. And like they had so many fucking strawberries on it, and they had custard, and it was so fucking good, and ice cream, and it was so fucking good. But yeah, so I did that. What else I do in Shibuya? Went to a loft to get Lumina's BB cream. Picked up some souvenirs. And then went shopping in Shibuya 109. Did some damage. Oh, the previous day! Never mind. So well, we went to... Or was it this day? Oh no, it was the previous day. We went to... No, this day. Oh wait, no, this day was the next day. Sorry, this day was Harajuku day. We went to Harajuku and we were shopping at like La Foray and stuff. But last time I was gonna meet Connie. And she wanted to go to this like fucking British pub because they were having a racehorse collab, and she wanted the gold ship coaster, but not gold ship Uma Musume, just gold ship. And I've explained to Livina, I was like, oh yeah, she wants to go to this place because she wants to get the gold ship coaster, but she's like a gold ship fan, like not just Uma Musume, like the actual horse. Also, Mr. Fox, thank you so much for 16 months of membership. I hope you've enjoyed your time and stay here. Thank you so much for another month. Thank you. But I think I was kind of like stressing Lemon out because you know me with being late. We had a live to get to after meeting Connie. So like I didn't have much time, and I didn't want to only be like, hi Connie, bye Connie, you know, and rush our meeting. But we were kind of taking a while shopping. So then Lemon was just like, oh, just ask her to like meet us 30 minutes later. But I felt rude doing that because it's like, well, we're already only gonna meet each other for 2 hours, so now we only have like an hour and a half. So then I did, but then when we were on our way, like we were like gonna be even like a little bit later, and I was freaking out, and I think Lumina was kind of like getting like sick of my bullshit. But you know me with being late, it's like I was actually like stressed like the fuck out, like I was super fucking stressed out. But anyway, and I felt really bad. But anyways, we didn't end up being too late. But yeah, so we go there, we eat. I buy Connie some food and drinks. as an apology, and we do get her gold ship. But it was fun. We talked, and then we went to our idol live, which was actually a graduation live for a group that I'm not into anymore because my Oshi graduated a while ago, but Limina likes. So we went there. We were like 2 songs late. But we go there, and it's like my first ever like graduation live for an idol, and I think it's literally one of the most like beautiful and sad events I've ever like partaken in. Like, it was so bittersweet. Like, right during like the first MC, after they performed their first set, like one of like the youngest members already like crying on stage, and like Limina's already crying, and I'm like already crying because I see girls like, I'm not into this group anymore, but we followed them for a really long time. I'm just not really into this group because I mainly like them for my Oshi. I'm not as into them for their music. But, you know, I've kept up with this group, you know. Me and Limina talk about them a lot. I've seen them before. Or I've seen them, this is my 3rd time seeing them, but the first time I saw them, only, it was like an entirely different lineup except for 2 girls. But that was like, you know, that was like a year ago. But it was really sad. And like, it was literally like Oshibudo. Like, I don't think any you guys have probably seen the anime, but I don't know if you guys have seen the manga. But I'm gonna talk about Oshibudo spoilers. I'm not gonna put up a one because I feel like it's really important for the context of the story. But in Oshibudo, Reo, the leader of the group, ends up graduating, and the Kuma, the older guy that's friends with Eddie Pio, he's like standing outside the venue during her graduation live and like giving out things like that's like, I think it's like instructions or like the pen light, or like raise your pen like during this part and stuff, or like freebies or something. And then by the time he gets in, he's like, oh well, it's okay, I'll just stand at the back. But then he gets in and everyone's like, what are you doing back there, Kuma-san? Everyone knows like you belong like at the front and center. Like, this is as my, like, we saved you your spot. And then all the fans in the venue like saved Kuma the front and center spot for his Oshi's graduation live because they all knew he was the #1 fan. It was like the exact same situation. Oh my god, I mean, emotional thinking about it. It was the exact same situation here where there's this one fan that's like a very big fan of the Oshi, of the idol, and that Limina is kind of like acquaintances with and has talked to, and he was front and center, and it's like everyone like knew he was like, you know, that space was just for him. And he like went back and forth between like there's like a VIP area if you buy an S ticket, which is like common for all idol shows, but basically it's only like the front portion and then it's blocked off by just like a little like, you know, like a string, you know. But he would like go back and forth between them to like lead the calls and stuff, and lead the chants and mixes and stuff. And like the people would like raise him up, you know, when you see like the pictures of like guys like raising people on their shoulder, and then they like fucking pulled out their pen like during their Oshi's big solo line. They kept doing that to him, and like it was so like it was just so like, it's just such a sense of community that I feel like is so rare to see nowadays, like with the world. Like, it was just this big sense of like community, and it's all these people from like different walks of life. You know, there's like these old, like these older men, these like younger, like, you know, like otakus probably in college, and there's these like kind of younger girls too that are like female fans, and it's just these like all these wildly different kinds of people. Like, I told you guys like one time when for my Nugu Chika group, like after their Toku Tenkai, we left the venue, and like their fans, like they're also small, but so like the fans went off in one direction, and it was like this one very short like androgynous girl, and like a couple like older guys, like in their like 40s or maybe like late 40s, and then some guys in their like, you know, like mid 30s and stuff, and they're all like talking and laughing and like making jokes and like walking off together. And it's just like, you know, these people would never be friends like normally, but they've all come together. And like, you know, you see these people because if you're a fan of these idols, like the people that go to every live, they see each other like 3-4 times a week. Like, that's so many times to fucking see a person. So it's just like this giant sense of like a community, and like you can really see like how much they care for each other. And it was just like so like emotional, and it really got me because like the girls on stage kept crying, and like one of the members who's like kind of like a tsundere, like when they all had like a group hug part during like the choreo, and like but they were like all like hugging her, you know, it's her graduation live, and she like hugged them, but then she like walked away like tsundere, and then one of the girls like laughed and like hit her on her arm, like, oh my, like but then later, during one of the songs, apparently the line was really emotional and she started crying, and I just started bawling too, and me and Limina cried throughout like that entire fucking live. Like through the entire thing, I was like fucking crying. And then at the end, you know, they finish and everyone sits down and the lights go off. And it's a time you usually call for encore. But the guy who really Oshi's that girl, everyone sits down and everyone's like, we're all like looking up at him, and he gives like a speech. And it's like so, and he's like crying throughout it, and like I took a video and it's like so fucking sad, but it's just like this giant sense of like community and stuff. And then he leads the encore. He's like the oh god, we're like oh god, and then they come back out and everything, and it's just, oh my god, like it was the most like beautiful and sad thing I think I've ever seen in my life. And like it made me sad not only just because it's like, fuck, you can really tell, like, you know, a lot of these chica groups, you know, they're like VTubers, you know, like they're kind of like co-workers, and you know, like a lot of times, you know, they're like young girls, so a lot of the times they probably won't get along very well, and especially because a lot of these groups are like revolving doors, you know. But you could really tell how much these girls truly loved each other because they just kept crying throughout the whole fucking thing, and like it was so, that made it worse. Like I wouldn't have cried nearly as much if the girls on stage hadn't cried. But yeah. So then, yeah, Cheki starts, and this is the most Cheki people we've seen for the Toku Tenkai in like my entire life of seeing them, because usually it's like 5 people. But I get some Chekis. Limina goes fucking crazy with her Chekis. But yeah, and I'm like running, and she's like, Amoria, can you go give me like 10 more Chekis? And I'm like, yes, ma'am. But she needed to go get these trading cards from a store in Harajuku. But we didn't have time before, but I was like, so we were talking about this on the subway to Harajuku, and I was like, oh no, they're open till like 9, so we can go after. And if not, if you're still doing Cheki, I can just go run and get them for you, because I'm only gonna take like maybe like a few Chekis max. And then she's like, the thing is, they're hentai cards. And I'm like, and she's like fucking laughing her ass off. And I'm like, what? And she's like, well, it could be a really funny stream topic. She's like, well, maybe if you go, the workers will think you're so based, because you'll be like this cute girl dressed up looking for hentai TC. It was the Y Schwartz, whatever the Lance? What game did Limina play where it was like a hentai game? Rance? It was the Y Schwartz one where they were in. Rance, yeah. Why do you guys know that, huh? Oh, wow, you guys are experts on this. Oh, wow, you guys are experts on this. Oh, wow. Wow, you guys seem to know a lot about this. Wow. That was the quickest chat has moved. Wow. Wow. Wow, why do you guys know what hentai game I'm talking about? because we watched Limina because she streamed it dummy. You said to yourself, You guys are just very quick to answer that. Very quick to answer that. But why do you guys know the sets? Why do you guys know the sets? Oh, it's just Akotan. Sorry, Akotan. But anyway, so I'm like, so after, so it's like kind of getting close. So it's like 8 p.m. So I'm like, okay, Lima's gonna be here for a while. So I'm like, girl, I'll just go for you. Because like tomorrow we're gonna be busy as fuck and I don't want to stop by Harajuku because the store opens late. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go. So I go there. I go up through the elevator. And then I walk in and there's like like the workers there, but the lights are off and they say something. And I'm like, I make an X with my arms, like, no? And they're like, closed. So I'm like, dude, your fucking Google Maps says 9 p.m. What the fuck? So I tell Limina and I'm like, yeah, sorry, they fucking lied. I went up and they were closing, even though it's 8:15 and Google says they're open till 9. So I go back fucking hentai cardless. So yeah, so I did not have to buy hentai cards and then bring them back to the Chica Live. But yeah. Yeah, it was 8:15 by the way. It was not anywhere near 9 p.m. So yeah, I go back and then yeah, we finish up checkies and stuff and then we go to eat sushi though, because I'm like, I want to eat more sushi and I also want the hyakin plate. I want the hyakin plate so fucking bad. So we go there and I see it says like when we're walking past, it says some things are already sold out. So I'm like, fuck. But I don't know why. So okay, so if the Star Rail plate comes, you can either get Pepsi, oolong tea, white soda, melon soda, or like one other option. They're all sold out except the oolong tea. But I'm like, these are all fountain drinks. What do you mean you can't sell me the plate with a Pepsi instead of oolong tea or melon soda? I don't want oolong tea. I only like tea like if it's like milk tea. The fuck do you mean? You can only sell it with oolong tea. Like, that's so weird. Like, why is there a quota you have to meet in order to only sell it with fucking oolong tea? These are all fountain drinks. Like, they're all coming from the same fucking fountain. Like, what do you mean? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So Lemon and I both get one. We open it up. It's Castorus again, and then it's the hidden one, the secret one, which is just another version of Castorus. And Limina's trying to gaslight me because the box it comes with also has Castorus on it. So she's like, are you sure these are random? Are you sure these aren't just Castorus? And I'm like, no, I literally saw the guy next to me open up, and it was Hyakin. I swear to God. I swear to God. No, it just has Castorus. We just have shit luck. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go walk around and see if there's anyone to trade. But it's kind of late at night, so there's no one. So I walk past this one table and I ask, and they say no. And I walk, and fucking Japanese people, like, Korea is like this too, but not nearly as bad. I walk up to this guy, and there's like 2 otakus sitting at it. And I'm like, sumimasen, kogan desu ka? And they're like, and he looks like I'm holding it. I wish you guys could see the face I'm doing, because he made a face where I like just held a gun to his face. And I'm like, dude, I'm just asking you if you want to trade. You can just say no. Like, he literally looks so fucking scared. Like, it literally looked like I was holding him at gunpoint, which annoyed me, because it's like, dude, just say no. Like, oh my God. Like, I know it's not common to, like, talk to strangers. It's the same way in Korea. But in Korea, they won't act like I'm, like, holding a knife to your throats. Like, he looked like so, and it like annoyed me so much, because it's like, dude, just say no, because now you're making me seem like a weirdo. You can just fucking say no. So it like pissed me off. So I walked past and I told Limina, and she like laughed. But yeah, I'm like, dude, just say no. I literally was like, すみません, kokan desu ka? I wasn't even like, kokan desu ka? I was just like, すみません, kokan desu ka? Like, and he like literally like looked at me with wide eyes, looked to his friend, and like looked back at me, and he was like fucking like almost like shaking, like his eyes were and his mouth was open and his eyes were so wide, and I was like, dude, why are you making me feel like the weirdo just because you don't have like fucking like the social capabilities to say yes or no? Cute woman was talking to me because a girl talked to him. Okay, well, he better improve, because at this rate, no cute girls are gonna talk to him. If that's how he acts, like, God. Like, a golden opportunity fell from the sky, and he literally fumbled it the worst way possible. But yeah, so then I'm like, okay. Then I'm kind of like, I'm getting to the point in gacha where you start getting desperate and it's bad. And I'm like, okay, one more. And I press it really quickly. And I press the order button. I get another one. It's fucking Caster's. No, wait. No, I get another one. And it's the pink-haired girl. But Lemon was like, if it's a pink-haired girl, I'll buy it from you. I'll pay for it. And I get it, and it's her. But then I'm like, okay, well, that didn't count. So one more. I get one more. I get another fucking castress. So now I have 4 fucking March. No, I know who March is. It's the pink-haired girl from Amorons. So now I have 4 fucking casterous plates, 2 secret ones, 2 regular ones, and I'm like, okay, I need a win. I need some win. I buy like the peach yogurt ice cake because it just comes with a sticker. I open it. Fucking casters again, and I'm about to crash out. I spent like 7,000 yen at that fucking Sushi-do. Limit was like, this is the highest bill from Sushi-do I've ever had in my life. But luckily, I did manage to find a trade for it. I posted on Japanese Twitter trying to find a trade, and luckily I did find someone. So the next day, when Lemina went to Harajuku to try to find her hentai cards, I traded with the guy. I was like, can we meet? I'm like, I'm a foreigner. Can we meet like at Harajuku to like trade in person? I can't trade through mail. So I traded. I got my Hyakin plate. So thank God. DVR is on. Ugh, whatever. Okay. If I turn it off, it won't work unless y'all refresh it. But thank you. Okay, there we go. I got you, boo. Thanks, boo. I can see the past. But yeah, so then after we got the cards, that's when all the Shibuya stuff happened. So that's when I went on my Shibuya adventures, because it's like, I need a fucking poster tube. Why doesn't anyone sell a poster tube? So then after that, we went to Mickey's, Mickey-chan's birthday. And unfortunately for us, our luck ran out for the lottery. I failed on both accounts. So I had to buy resale. The ticket, an A ticket, was originally 4,000 yen. I had to pay 22,000 yen resale for an A ticket. But I needed to participate in Toku Tenkai. I needed to, so it wasn't a question of if, it was a question of just how much. And it was 22,000 yen. And then I bought Limina a resale, but I just got her a B ticket. But it sucked because like the B, so at the birthday lives, they have SS, S, A, and B. B tickets, literally, you're at the very back and you can't participate in Toku Tenkai. And like, it was so bad in the back, I could not see the stage. I could only see the screen. But the thing is, for almost all the songs, they don't show footage, even though they're live streaming it. They often showed like the lyric video for like Aura. So I literally could not see the girls for like most of it. Like I had no idea what they were wearing until like a song came on where they finally showed them on screen. Like you guys watching at home had a better view than me. So I'm like, why the fuck do people buy B tickets? You can participate in Toku Tenkai and you literally can't see anything. Like if they're live streaming it, you might as well just stay home. So the fact that they're scalpers, why the scalpers selling B tickets is wild, says someone who bought a scalp B ticket. But yeah, so after that, I lined up and I was so thirsty because I forgot they don't make you pay 600 yen for a drink ticket. So I hadn't drank anything and I was like dying from thirst. I was like that SpongeBob meme. I was like fucking dying. But I couldn't leave because the lines were so fucking long. I stayed for like, I don't know how long I stayed. For the entire event, how long did I line up? Let me see. It was like Usa's line was literally the longest after Ice, which is wild because she used to have the shortest one. She used to have the shortest line. But I am sad though because I wanted at least 3 checkies, but I only got 2. But how long did I stay there? Let's see. From like 8 p.m. It's like 2 hours. So like 2 hours, I got 2 checkies, but that doesn't include. There was a lot of time waiting just for like the checky sales to open up in the beginning too. But yeah, so I only got 2 checkies, and I was really sad because I always debate whether to get a 2-shot or a solo checky. Because Usa's checkies always come out good, but for 2-shot, the heroine staff are so fast. It's like you go in and then it's like, oh, this was snap. Like they take the picture, and so it like doesn't give you enough time. So I feel like recently, like all of my heroines checkies, if I do 2-shot checkies with like my Chica groups, they give you more time. So my checkies come out fine then. But when it's with heroines groups, they always come out so fucking bad because you literally have like a millisecond to like look at the camera and get into pose, because like as soon as you look over, they've like fucking hit the button. So I was debating, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a 2-shot. I feel like my face turned out stupid though. But then after that, checky sales were over, so I only got 2 checkies with Usa-chan. But yeah, so then I lined up for merch, which also took a while, and then they were out of the standee I want, which is fine, because I can just buy it online anyways, but I thought, well, while I'm there, I might as well just like buy it in person. And then I went home, and then gotta be like, yeah, I got on a fucking train from Daehyun. But yeah, so I get home. In the morning, I'm packing and everything, and then Lumina has to move hotels. I dropped my bags off at a train station because we're gonna be in Ikebukuro, and then Ikebukuro, Nippori, Narita. So I dropped my bags off in a coin locker in Nippori, head out, we hang out in Ikebukuro, we do some shopping. We eat some gyukatsu. I have one more crepe. And then I say goodbye, and then I leave, and I get my stuff. And on the subway to Nippori, I'm like, where's my fucking QR code for the coin locker? Because usually I use the IC card on my phone, but I was like, I don't want to recharge it again. I'll just use cash because I have a lot of cash. I don't find my QR code, and I'm like, fuck. I can't open the fucking locker. So I'm like, fuck, I think I might have thrown it away at the crepe place. But I'm like, so I'm telling Living Up, I'm like, okay, I can just I'll call the number on the thing. I'm getting like stressed out just retelling the story. So I get there, I call the number, they don't pick up. I call it again, they still don't pick up. I call it multiple more times. I'm calling them all in a row, they still don't pick up. I'm like, I fucking find some nice looking Japanese girls. I asked them to call the number. They don't pick up for them either. So I'm like, okay, it's not just, you know, my fucking international sim. They just aren't fucking picking up. I scan the QR code that they have, like if you need help, scan this QR and it'll take you to our website. And I click it and I'm like, oh, I can't get my bag. And they're like, yeah, call this phone number. Great, thanks, appreciate it. So I'm like, Limina, I'm so sorry. Are you still in Ikebukuro? Can you go to the crepe place and look through like the garbage? Because I think I might have thrown it out there. So then she goes to look for that, and I'm talking to Jaruna, and I'm like, Jaruna, can you call them and ask and like see? And then finally Jaruna gets through. Limina's going through the garbage, and she's like, I don't see it, girl. And I'm like, fuck, I don't know where else it would be, because I thought I threw it away because I remember throwing something out from my bag, being like, oh, there's a garbage right here. You know, that's rare to find. I'll just like fucking, you know, clean up my bag quick. So I could have sworn I threw it out there. Jaruna gets in, but there's some like misunderstanding where they're like, no, M3 that only goes up to locker 119, but I'm standing. I'm like, no, 125 is right here. And then they hang up on Jaruna. Jaruna calls them back. They hang up on her again, and then they block her number. And I'm like panicking right now because I'm like, I'm gonna miss my flight. Because I gave myself enough wiggle room. I arrived to the airport like 2 hours early. I gave myself 15 minutes to pick up my bags. It's way past 15 minutes now. So Limina's like, I'm trying to have my coworker call, but they're not picking up for him either. You're gonna have to go to the police station. So I go to the police box in front of the station and I show them my DeepL translated thing. And at first they kind of seem like they're just kind of saying like, I don't know what you want us to do about that. But I'm telling them like, oh, they blocked my friend's number and my stuff inside and my flight is like right now. And I'm like, I'm trying not to cry, but I'm very obviously crying and tears are streaming down my face at a rapid pace. And they call them for me. And then they finally pick up and everything, whatever, and they send someone, but it's gonna be 30 minutes. So then the guy comes, and he's this old cranky guy, and like he has me sign a paper, and he looks at my passport, and he's like, he makes me re-sign the paper because he's like, your signature doesn't match the one on your passport. I made that passport when I was like fucking like 18 years old. I'm like 24 now. My signature has slightly changed. I have to re-sign it. And he gets out my bags and he's like, usually 3,000 yen. Today, special case. Be careful next time. And at first I was like, oh, maybe it's because like the police officers told them I was like fucking crying in their station. But then I was like, oh no, it's probably because the police officers were involved. So I get my stuff, but by the time I get to the airport, it's gonna be like 7:45, and my flight leaves at 8. So I'm like, okay, well, there's no way I can make it through in time. So, I booked on like a very cheap airline. So like Limina's like, they probably won't rebook you for free. But I go there to see, but there's no staff there anymore. Everyone's like fucking gone. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just stay in the airport overnight. And then I'll wake up early and I'll talk to the staff and I'll see. And I'm like, you know, trying to like take my makeup off in like the fucking airport and everything, and it's starting to feel like the back room, and I get McDonald's and stuff. And then I find a place to sleep. And I'm like, it's like, and it has like a reclinable chair. And I'm like, oh, you know what? This is pretty comfortable. And I'm sleeping. And then like a security officer comes and there's some other foreigners also nearby me. And they're like, this floor is closed. You have to move. But I'm like groggily. I'm like, where am I? What floor? Where? And I'm like walking. And then when I'm on the floor, I hear someone like call out to me. And I look over. And it's like this empty fucking airport area, so it feels like the back rooms. And there's this security officer calling out to me from down the hall, and he starts like kind of speed walking towards me. And I feel like I'm in a video game, and I just got caught by like security in a stealth game. So my first instinct is like just to run. And I'm like, no, what the fuck are you doing, Amoria? Don't run. But it literally felt like a video game where you get caught during a stealth mission. That's literally what it felt like. Like my heart was racing. I felt like my adrenaline was so fucking high, and it was just like so empty and kind of like eerie. And I was just like, run. But I was like, no, what am I doing? But it literally, I like cannot compare the feeling to anything. It literally felt like I was playing a fucking video game. Yeah, he comes over and he tells me I need to go to like the first floor. But like I thought I was on the first floor, but like I got confused because I was groggy. So I go to the first floor, and that's where like you like, if anyone's been to Narita, where like you leave after, where you exit after you get your bags, and it's the area right before you go downstairs to the subway. So obviously there's nowhere comfortable to sit, so I had to like lay down on like these 3 plastic chairs and sleep like that, and that was super comfortable. So then I wake up, I go to the Jin Air lady, and she's like, sorry, we can't help you. You have to call them. But I'm like, okay, I don't think I can have this conversation over the phone. So I asked my boss to call them for me. And then she does, but she says because I booked through a third party, they can't help me. Which usually I don't. Usually I just like look at the third party websites to see them all in one place, and I book through the actual website itself. Usually that's what I do. But this time, I guess I didn't. Or I got lazy, or I forgot, or I was in a rush. So there was a series of unfortunate events. A one-way ticket home, I looked up the price. I was like, oh, like 40,000, like, I thought it was showing me the price in won. So I thought it was like $40. No, it was $400. So I was like, oh my god, this costs more than my round trip here, this one way home. But I'm like, well, literally nothing I can do about it. But then my boss feels so, she's like, because they just gave me a bonus, they were like, oh my god, thank you so much for the Lori Dodo, thank you, I really appreciate it, thank you. She's like, we want to pay for your flight. And I'm like, no, it's okay. I made like a stupid fucking mistake. It's my fault. It's okay. Really, it's fine. And we go back and forth. And I'm like, no, it's okay. And she's like, no, Amoria, we want to. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, okay, I deposited the money in your account. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, but thank you. And I'm so sorry. Thank you. You know, the typical Amoria's feel. And I felt so bad. So that's why I had to cancel stream yesterday, because I was like, I need to bust my ass. So yeah. I felt so fucking bad. But yeah, so luckily, I got another flight. I had to pay, like 40,000 plus yen for a one-way 2-hour flight. So, okay, so I get on the plane, but my power banks are dead, my phone's dead, and the charging ports, they don't have them turned on the airplane. So I sleep for like maybe like 45 minutes on the airplane, and then I have to raw dog the rest of the flight without my phone. We land, I go through immigration, I get my bag, I get the bus ticket. I have like 5 minutes to charge my phone. I get a little bit of charge. I'm like, maybe there'll be ports on the bus. There aren't ports on the bus. I have to raw dog that like hour-and-a-half bus ride also without a phone. And I finally it's my bus stop. I finally get off, and then I almost get run over by these two like white men on bikes. getting off of the bus as they were riding on the sidewalk, which is legal for, you know, you can ride bikes on the sidewalk, but maybe not ride it at full speed on a narrow sidewalk when there's a bus right there with open fucking doors, maybe. But I'm just like, whatever. I didn't even yell at them. I was just like, oh. And then a few seconds later, not even right away, a few seconds pass, and one of them's like, bitch! And I'm like, and I look over at the bus, and I look over at him, and the bus driver, who is taking my bag out from underneath the bus, also looks over back at them, at the beggars, and then we awkwardly look at each other for a few seconds, and then he silently hands me my bag, and I'm like, 감사합니다. And then I go home. And then I go home sweet home. So that was the wild end to Amoria's trip. That was a trip. What a day indeed. What a day indeed. What a day indeed, everyone. What a day indeed. It was certainly a day. Moral of the story: never book through a third-party website. Always remember to change it after you found which one you want to book. And never lose your QR code to the coin lockers in Japan, because they will not pick up your phone call for an hour and a half, and then they might just block you. Moral of the story: be careful, everyone. Kawaii, thank you so much for the Amori Dodo! Hi, Amori. I'm shamelessly asking again for blessing for my woo polls. Bro just heard me retell the worst story of my life, and he's like, oh, nice. Anyways, gambling, please. This... I don't know if you want to get blessings from me, man. I don't know. I've had a pretty rough past couple of days. I don't know if you want your blessings from me. Are you sure you want your blessings from me? Are you sure? Are you sure this is who you want to ask blessings from? Yes? Okay. 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 The blessing has been sealed. You take Amori's bad luck so Amori can have more good events! Aw, thanks, Kawaii! Oh, you! But yeah, that was Amoria's wacky trip. That was Amoria's trip. First time missing a flight ever. First time staying overnight in an airport. First time going to the police in a country outside of America, all in one day. I had such a good streak going. I've never missed a flight ever. I'm so ashamed to be one of the people that misses their flights now. I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed to be grouped in with those people. I have no respect for people who miss their flights, and I guess I'm one of them now. I'm just a dirty, bad time manager. So yeah, so that was Amoria's trip. And I'm still like recovering because I'm still so tired. She's a rebucker! Does it count if you missed your flight when you were a kid and your parents don't want? Nah, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. Nah, you're good. That's not your fault. That's not your liability. You're not responsible for that. That's out of your control. But yeah. But I know it's like bad timing. But my Nugu Chica group is having a one-man show next month. So I've kind of been like, do I go to Japan for like 2 days? Look at me like that. Don't look at me like they're having a one-man live and they never do one-man lives and the benefits are so good for VIP tickets. But if I just go for like 2 days. Just go for like 2 days. I just go for like 2 days. Guys, you were saying this is lasting for a while. Seeing the graduation live, I think really just made me think, like, I'm a very good fan to Usa, but I feel like I've been neglecting my Chika Nugu Oshi a while. And I'm like, I really want to be a better fan, and I really want to show up to her more and like be more active on social media. And I'm like, I'd really like to go to a one-man live of theirs. If you give a mouse a cookie, and if you give an Amoria checky. If you give Amoria a ran checky, she's gonna ask for a calming checky. It's hard because flights aren't flights are not looking cheap at all though. Like for like just in general, I feel like the prices of flights have just in general gone up. Like if I only stay for like 2 days. If I only stay for 2 days. I wish I could decide later, but the thing is VIP tickets are almost sold out, so I like need to decide now, I think. I really shouldn't. I shouldn't. I really want to. I'm so mentally ill. I can't even discuss this with Limina because Limina's gonna be like, don't go. I'm like, okay, so like 300,000 won for, or like 350,000 won for a plane ticket. If I stay 2 nights, that's like 150, 200,000 won maybe, or less for like hotel. But we can budget for it, but the thing is it's next month. So I'll get 2 more paychecks. I'll get my V&U paycheck and I'll get my regular paycheck by then. And I'll get my tax refund like later after in June, but I'm not sure when. I need to check, but it won't be by then. I'm like, 2 more. The thing is, I can afford it, but I'm like, I should be saving. I'm turning 25. I need to start actually saving money for my future. I should. That's, I mean, is what the responsible thing is to do. So, like, I have the money, but I'm just like, I shouldn't. really shouldn't. Listen to your recap from this stream and then decide. I don't need to listen to my recap. I fucking lived it. I lived every moment of it. Maybe. Thing is though, I could literally just go for like I could fly in on the day of and then leave the day after. But then I'm like, well, what if iLife has an event the day after? And then that's when it starts to get dangerous, you know? That's when you're trying to, you know, you're trying to fucking like, the best of both worlds, you know? It's just, I wish I knew their schedule. But they haven't posted their schedule, so I don't know. But I need to buy the VIP ticket, like, in advance. I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't. I should save money. I should save money. I'm a responsible adult. I need to have a savings account. Because I also wanted to go in August for iLife's K Arena performance. Exactly, Persuagonist. I don't know. I don't want to go in fucking August though. It's gonna be so goddamn hot. I don't even want to go in August. I don't know. I'm so mentally ill. I wish I had a friend I could stay at with in Japan. I feel like that would help me justify it more. I'm not close enough to anyone to be like, can I stay at your house though? You know, that's something that someone offers to you. You don't ask them, you know? You wait for them to offer. I feel like if I could stay at someone's house when I'm in Japan, that'd be like... I would definitely go. Because that'd be like so much money saved, but... I feel it's rude to ask... I don't know. I feel like it's a little rude to ask that, because then it's like if they say no, like you kind of put them in an awkward situation. So I don't like asking people if I can stay at their house. I only ask if they've offered before. Like Limina, like it's just assumed if I ever go to where she lives, I'm gonna stay at her house. Hi Amoria, I got the character and weapon. I wanted it in 210... I wanted it in 210 rolls. I lost my 50-50. Thank you again, Miss Amoria. Amoria gets thanked for doing nothing. My job here is done. Kawaii, thank you so much for the Amori Dodo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glad to help. Oh, oops, sorry. Yeah, my desktop audio's off. There we go. Yeah, glad to have helped. Glad to have been of assistance. Ugh. Oh, also a funny tidbit. Oh wait, never mind. I don't think I can share that part. Never mind. That's never mind, private. The bait, sorry. It was a really funny story, but I don't think I can share it. The link's too personal, too much personal information. Also, Moriba, thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Oh yeah, funny story. I can just pretend like I'm telling you, and then you guys can laugh. Avada-da, avada-da-da-da, avada-da. Well, fuck you too. You tell your own fucking joke next time then, Kwai. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Some people know how to appreciate a good story. Thank you. The gall after asking for luck. Yeah, maybe that's why it took you 210 pulls, huh? Maybe that's why you lost your 50-50. What do you mean when I'm awkward? What's that supposed to mean? What? What do you mean when I'm awkward? What? What kind of backhanded what? What do you mean? I'm not awkward right now. I'm talking to you guys. I've talked to you for like almost four? No. For over 3 years. What do you mean when I'm awkward? You know exactly what— No, I don't. What do you mean? I'm not awkward right now. I'm very like at ease and relaxed talking to you guys. What do you mean awkward? Like, are you saying because, like, I don't know, I left, like, a gap of silence? No, I don't know what you mean! I don't know what you mean! Well, okay, you're not hearing it back, so, okay. Yeah, shout it into the never-ending void. Yeah, go do that. Maybe you'll hear your echo in return, because I'm for sure not fucking saying anything back after that. Fuck you mean awkward? Oh my god! I'm sitting here chatting! What do you mean awkward? Literally, oh my god, I got hit by a stray bullet. Like, absolutely out of nowhere. God damn, get down, Miss Amoria. Oh my god. I'm like really debating if I should— I wish I had a friend in Tokyo so bad. I need like someone on Limina's level. Liv and I were talking. I keep telling Livina she needs to see a Mori maid because she hasn't seen— every time she comes back to Korea, she hasn't seen a Mori maid yet. And I'm like, girl, a Mori maid misses you. You need to come back and see her because you never come back to see her because you're always too busy when you come back to Korea. And like, I'm like, a Mori maid misses you, and she's like, what do you mean? We only talked once, and and I'm like, well, but she says you're like funny and like really cool and pretty, and you're like an onni, and she can tell you're a really good person. And she's like, how the fuck would she know that? And I'm like, because I talk about you all the time, stupid. And then she was like, I really feel like your mom right now. Wait, what did that have to do with that? Oh, me saying I need someone like the one that lives in Tokyo. Cause I know some people who live in Tokyo, but I'd feel awkward asking if I can stay at their house. Cause it's like, if someone asks to stay at your house and if you don't want them to, it's like it puts them in an awkward situation, you know? Cause if they say no, then it's kind of like, you know, at least I would feel no saying bad. And I would feel kind of awkward being like, no, I really not want you in my house. I'm sorry. Because, you know, like some people just don't want to open up their space to people. Or like, you know, I have friends that I would love to get dinner with, but would I let them stay at my house? No. No, I would not. And I don't think I'm necessarily that type of friend. Like, I think I have a good reputation of being, you know, polite and organized, but you know what I mean. It's still just like awkward. I'll think about it. Or VIP tickets will run out, whichever comes first. Hotel Amori is exclusive. It is. It is. I do, 2 days. The thing is, I was like, I'm surely not going to spend that much money this time because I'm only going to be in Japan for like 4 days. And then I spent like the amount of money I usually spend when I'm like there for a week somehow still. I don't like the title got my attention. Now I have no clue what's happening. Well, you missed the part where I almost died. So now you're really gonna have no clue what's happening, I fear. Now, the clickbait worked too well. Or it didn't work fast enough. Now you relate to the recap. Now you'll never know how I almost died. My absolute greed. It really does know no bounds. I should not go back next month. I should not. But, oh, my Chica group! My Chica group! My Chica group! If only there was some way to go back and stream! Yeah, knowing my luck, and then there's the biggest stream whoopsie in existence. Knowing my fucking luck. I really should not. But I'm also like, I need a will to live again. You know, my trip to Japan has now come and gone, and now I must search for another will to live. Cause right now I'm back at 0, so I need something to look forward to so I don't kill myself again. Chica group, but Amori budget, but Chica group, but Amori budget, but Haikyuu movie 2027. I need something sooner. 2027 is too far away. That feels too far away. I need something this year. You know, I need like small steps along the way. I will probably go to Japan. I'll probably time a trip to Japan with the Haikyuu movie when it's premiering with English subs to like maybe I'll line up with one of my Oshi's birthdays. Overwatch with Amorons. Oh god, no, the suicidal ideation is even stronger now. You're becoming more and more like me. Okay, now. Okay. Okay, first, only Mita and friends can talk about Mita's financial situation. Okay, well, I guess I'm not Mita, but be careful, you know. Be careful. A little bit of a sensitive topic. So I don't feel like I want to, you know, feel like I'm talking about Mita behind her back. Second, no, I am not. No, I am not. You do not know my bank account. No, I am not. Careful. Careful. That's the opposite reason, Kawaii. Exactly. Now I just wanna kill myself more. We need to sugar spin some cash. But yeah. Check out the deer park in Japan. No, I only go to Tokyo because that's where the idol groups perform most often. I honestly have no desire to go anywhere else but Tokyo. I only like idols and shopping and eating, and idols is the most important. I only, if I had to choose one thing to do, it would just be idols. Like, I mainly I would not go to Japan this much if not for the idols. But, my Chica group. Do you watch here in Sports Festival? No, I'm not really, I wasn't really, interested in it. So I didn't watch it because also, you know, I don't really speak Japanese, so I wouldn't have understood most of it. I didn't watch it though. I'm gonna watch the festival they're live streaming later today though. But no, I did not. I did see the Kakagori Ice team one though. I should sleep. Welcome back again. Glad to hear you got home safe and sound. Barely. I don't know sound. I'm not sure about sound, but... Would you go back for anything other than groups if you could? What do you mean? Like, would I go to Japan? I mean, I like food and I like shopping, so yes, but I would not be wanting to go, every single month. If not for my idol groups. You got home sound, I'm hearing you now. Stupid. Wait, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, but I forgot. I don't remember. It was probably something about idols again. But yeah, my Chica or my idol groups are my priority, so they're definitely my biggest interest right now. So yeah. That's where most of my money funnels into. That's not bills or anything. But yeah. Final tally. I only ate 3, but I was only there for 4 days. I guess 5, including the partial day I spent in the morning in the airport. But yeah, but because I was with Limina, you know, I kind of hung out with her, so I didn't really go off on my own, except when the few times, literally, but when she was in the airport before I got there, before she made it, I had a crepe. Then when she was in her hair appointment, I had a crepe. And then when she was dropping off her bags at her next hotel, I got a crepe. So literally, whenever I got free time away from Limina and she was doing something else and I could do my own plans, I just ate a crepe. You want my apology membership gift or chicken nugget mukbang contribution, dealer's choice. It's okay, just, you know, I just don't really, you know, I mean, I can make jokes about, you know, friend stuff, but I think, you know, I'm not, you know, I mean, I'm not Mita, so I'm not gonna police what you say, but I think, you know, I'm not super comfortable on seeing other people make comments, like certain types of comments about it. And like, I am a little, you know, yeah. So thank you. So I appreciate it, thank you. I did forget about that mukbang though. I need a diet first. Let me finish my post-Japan diet. It's so funny you had to sneak it in. Yeah, because she doesn't like crepes. Cause like, oh, I got like a mini crepe at like the sushi, and she's like, she made some comment about how it's just like filled with like a bunch of like cream and stuff and like whatever. I'm like, well, yeah, that's one of the best parts. So yeah, so we were just so busy because we had so little time because we only had like a combined total of like 3 full days, like 2 half days and 2 full days. So I couldn't really be like, let's go, I wanted to go get a crepe because we were, you know, had such like a tight schedule. So yeah, so I just like snuck off whenever I could, like it was my dirty little secret. Jay, thank you so much for the gift membership. I really appreciate it. And NDN, congratulations on receiving it. Make sure to send Jay a big thank you in chat. Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Trio mix could be part of weight loss diet. No, not even without the chocolate. Do you know how many calories nuts have in them? They're insane. No, they are not. They're good for like protein and energy, but they're not good for weight loss. Like a handful of nuts has so many calories. Trail mix could never be part of any weight loss diet. It'd be good for like bulking or for like exercising. But yeah, like nuts have so many fucking calories in it. And then if you combine it with chocolate, with so much fucking chocolate and puppy chow and everything, then it's even worse. Oh yeah. But yeah, besides all that went horribly fucking wrong with the trip at the end, I was very happy. I missed Limina. When's the last time I saw her? Late last year. I miss Limina. So I was very happy to see her again. Part of me hopes she moves to Korea one day. Well, no, well, I don't know. Part of me is like, well, either I'll move to California, but then I'm like, well, then don't move to Korea, because then I'm not gonna be in Korea anymore. I just want to live in the same area as Lumina. So yeah, but I'll get to see her again when she comes to Korea. Just not a whole lot, but I'll get to see her a little bit. But always miss Limina. Always miss Limina. And she's so casual. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'll see you soon." And I'm like, when I was saying goodbye to her in Japan, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll see you soon." yeah. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'll see you in Korea." And I'm like, "Oh yeah. Trying to be nonchalant, like, yeah, I'll see you to Korea. Like, I'm not like fucking like clawing, like fucking clawing at my chest on the inside, like, I'm gonna miss you. Ugh, stupid Limina. Stupid Limina, stupid face. Now she's just fighting the beast inside. I feel like I'm in a situationship. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll see you in Korea," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's fine. yeah, I'm super chill too. Yeah, I'll see you in Korea. Yeah, you know, if I have time, you know, I maybe I'll see you around. I miss Lumina. We only got to see each other for a few days. Sad. I just feel like there's so like few people I can just like comfortably talk with that close. You know, she said exactly that way to get to you. No, she definitely didn't. She definitely just thought like, oh, I'm just gonna see her in a few days. And if I tell her that, she's gonna be like, Amoria, what do you mean? I'm literally gonna see you in like a week. And she's gonna say it exactly in that tone. I can hear it. Amoria, what do you mean? We have dinner plans in a week and I might even see you before that. What do you mean? And I'm gonna be like, I'm just still sad. And she's gonna be like, oh my god. We'll be like, what? No, that's exactly what she would say if I would be like, you sounded so cold when we said goodbye. I can hear it in Lumina's voice. Right? Yeah, I can hear it too. Amoria, what do you mean? I'm literally gonna see you in a week. I feel like she said, Amoria, what do you mean? I'm literally da 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 da. I feel like I've heard her say that a handful of times. Because I can hear like the exact tone she would say that in. Oh, Lemona. My sister / mom / aunt. I miss you. Ugh. Oh, Lemona. How nice it would be to live in the same place. Maybe one day if I ever move back to America. At this rate though, I don't know if I want to move back to America. I don't know. I don't want to move back to America at this rate, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I want to move back to America right now. But I will see. Right now, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. Anything else to discuss? Oh yeah, I barely got in that fucking. I hope you guys enjoyed the voice pack. I barely got it in. Literally a few hours, like the night before. So like kind of like a handful of hours before I left for the airport, I was like, fuck, I forgot to do the fucking voice pack. So I had to quickly script and write and record and edit it as fast as I could. So I hope it was okay. I don't know why. I've just been on... Pokemon's been, like, consuming my mind. So I went with a Pokemon theme. Voice pack was pretty Gucci. Why are you talking like that? Truly never lived outside my home country. It's not for everyone. I'd say it's fine. I'd say, you know, I moved because I have like very specific reasons, but I think there's nothing wrong with staying in your home country. Especially if that home country is America and it's like the size of like a fucking like continent. Yuna! Thank you so much for the raid! Thank you! Maria! Hi, I'm Amoria, the magical girl of love from Bean Unit Sugar Spin. I might look sugar sweet, but I bite back. Thank you so much for the raid, Yuna! Thank you, thank you, thank you! Thank you, Yuna! I hope you had a good stream, and I hope you get lots of rest. Otsu on stream, thank you for stopping by. I hope we can meet in Japan one day. Yuna was replying to my stories. Cause like, that's like the only time I'm ever active on Instagram is when I'm fucking in Japan. Alternate topic. Will third time be the charm for not in the orange room? I'm still waiting to hear back on something regarding it, so fingers crossed. I'm definitely just gonna wait and not upload a waiting room until I hear back for sure. I just assumed by then I'd hear back, but I haven't heard back yet. But yeah. So hopefully we will see, but it's okay. This week we're gonna be doing more cyberpunk. Probably. I just remembered a weird dream I had. Not really. Okay, I don't remember enough of it. It had something to do with Life is Strange DLC. Okay, I don't remember enough. I just remember it stressed me out. It wasn't a good dream. There was something that stressed me out. Okay, I don't remember. Never mind. Abandon the fucking dream talk. I don't remember it. My bad. But yeah, we'll be doing Life is Strange, Cyberpunk, and then Tomodachi Life. So I need to do a poll or like a community post, and you guys need to recommend what characters you'd like to see me make from the stream games we've done. Because like, I know a lot of VTubers are making their VTuber friends, but I was like, I don't know if I have enough friends to like make a whole like island. But I guess if we really want to, we could add like just a few, like the very close Amori gang. So like, Lumina Amita. And like Serenity. But yeah, so we need to do a poll for that. Because now it's finally Tomodachi Life. As probably people are now moving on, but I was in Japan and I had to wait for perms! So I'm late to the party, but I'm still here! Chloe and Max, Kiryu obviously, and Amo, yeah, I'll make Amo, I'll make Lulu, I'll make Amorons. But yeah. Yeah, that'll be the schedule for this week. I did tell Limina, people are still playing Pokopia, even don't sweat it. I wanna play Pokopia. But I did tell Limina I keep my schedule open, so I'm like, whenever you have time to hang out, let me know, I will drop everything. And I was like, it's fine, Amorons won't care either. But she probably won't be free like when I stream, so probably won't change, but heads up, might have some shifting around if Limina is free. But I was like, I will drop everything I will make time for you whenever you are free. And I was like, the Morons will understand, don't worry. They'll even encourage it. I hope you guys are happy, Liminoria, whatever, shippers. Actually, the top shipper, I think, is asleep. He's not even here for this conversation. He's not here to listen about his fucking OTP. But yeah. But that will be the schedule for this week. Let's see, what else? Ow. Yeah, I am sad I couldn't have more Dipper Dan, and it was really cute. Dipper Dan, which, oh, hey. There he is. So Dipper Dan, my favorite crepe franchise, had this like plushie they made for their like 20th anniversary or something, and it was of a dog in a fucking crepe, and it was only at a select few crane game locations, but fuck, they only released it on like April 17th. By the time I got there, they were already gone from the crane games, and I was like, this fucking plushie can't be that popular, what the fuck? So I didn't get it, but I really wanted it because I was like, it's my favorite dessert with my favorite animal with my favorite crepe brand. Like, this is like perfect. Like, what more can a girl want? But I wasn't able to get it. I did gamble a little bit though. Half asleep, stream on background noise, Lemuria forever, good night. Sweet dreams, dream of Lemuria. How do you know I was talking about you even? Maybe I was talking about someone else. How the fuck do you know I was talking about you, narcissist? But anyways, I did gamble. I played some crane. I got something for Mio. I got this little seal thing for Mio. And I won that in 5, which I was happy with. I was like, I just have an urge to gamble. I want to play some crane games. And then Limina really wanted another Idolmaster Gakuma plushie. But like, we were having such a fucking hard time with this one. We put so much, I don't know how much money we put in, but we put a lot of fucking money in it. Like maybe like 4,000 yen. And the girl came over to adjust it for us like 3 times, but we kept failing. And then finally, I got it. Cause she like brought it a little bit closer, and then we were still having trouble, and she came back and she like really put it on the edge, but then we fucking failed again, and then she really put it on the edge and told us where to fucking grab it from. And then we got it, and I felt so fucking stupid. I felt so stupid. I was like, oh, she thinks we're fucking idiots. But I was thankful because like the original, or no, and then one guy before at the very beginning moved it for us, but he just kind of moved it in a shitty place and then like didn't really seem like he cared. So I'm like, at least he took pity on us. But yeah, I wanted to gamble. I like crane games, but I like the crane games in Japan because they're all official. But the crane games in Korea, I feel like they're all like imported from like, you know, like China. You know, like they're all just like kind of like off-brand or like replicas or something like that. Like, meanwhile, like in Japan is like official merch from like the company or whatever, or like official collab merch. Meanwhile in Korea, it's like some of them are still like decent quality, but you know, it's not like official merch or whatever. It's just like, oh, look at this giant like Chikawa, like standard, maybe probably not official Chikawa plush. Or look at this ditto that's just a ditto and nothing else. Well, yeah, so I don't really play crane games in Korea. But yeah, I brought back some chocolates for my bosses for paying me 500,000 won for my flight. I will give them some chocolate in return. And then I got some stuff for Mio, Nadine, and Yuna, so I have to give them that. Cause last time they gave me stuff. So I figured I should bring them back some stuff. Usually, if people go on trips and bring me stuff, I try to bring back stuff for them. So yeah. So I got some stuff for them as well. But yeah, but my closets have been right now, as of now, all cleared out of Ditto, which is so nice. I feel like I have so much room. But there's some more Ditto pop-ups I have to go to. I don't know if you guys happened to see on Twitter, but the crowd at like the Pokemon Fest in Korea, because Pokemon's very popular in Korea, that was like insane. They had to be shut down because they were worried about like fucking like stampedes and like fucking like injuries and stuff because there were so many people there for this ugly ass Magikarp promo card, which isn't even cute, but like fucking scalpers and everything. Like the crowd was like so fucking insane. I'm so glad my ass was not there. I am so glad. I do have to go there later though. But luckily I was not there for that day. And I think because they're not doing, I think the crowds have died down, but I need to go pick up some more merch for Jaruna then. So yeah. Especially, well, I mean, I always do stuff for her, but especially because she helped me out with like the whole like phone call thing for the luggage. I owe you my life. I get her anyways, but now I'm like feel like especially I'm like I will die in the crowd. If you asked me to go through that crowd to get you something, I would have. But yeah. Yeah, so they were worried about that too. For those reasons especially. They didn't want like any like, because like, you know, a crowd like that, it's like can literally be like a fucking stampede and people can suffocate. So they were worried about that. So I think they switched the card to just being online. So I think the crowds died down a lot because of it, which is good. But yeah, I wish Pokemon handled their pop-up stores better in Korea. I wish they just did online merch because for a lot of their pop-up stores, they only sell it in person. And I'm like, I wish I could just buy it online. I really just want to buy it online. I don't want to go in person. I just want to buy it online. But yeah. So I'm hoping they just start doing more things online, but... So yeah, so that's my some other goals for this month. I must go out for some more Ditto hunting. I have to go out and catch some more Dittos for Jaruna. But yeah. Oh, that. We're still just kind of lounging around, trying to like recover. Maybe I am getting old, trying to recover from Japan. Oh, should I go next month? Fuck. Oh, should I go? Should I go? Should I go? But then that's only 2 months before iLife's K Arena concert, and I wanted to go to that as well. My mind says no, but my heart says yes. And every other part of my body also says yes. Chika Oshi-chan. I think it's just really hard because after seeing the graduation live, I think like, I'm just like, I really should like, I'm very dedicated to Usa-chan, but I really should be more dedicated like online and keeping up with my... Oh god, sorry, I don't have my earbuds in, but I heard the sound from the earbuds in my hands. And Minecraft, I was like, what the fuck is that? And Minecraft, thank you so much for the Amori dono. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have to think, but I think just really thinking of that, I was like, if my Chika idol ever graduates, I really want to know that I was a fan of her with the best I could and not have any regrets. Because I think the graduation live also hurt me because my Oshi back then, I only got to see her once, and I'm not really active on my other J-pop account. I'm only really active on my iLife one. So I didn't really, and so I saw her, and I took a lot of checkies with her, and I had the off-kai with her. But I didn't really keep up with her on social media, and even when she graduated, I didn't really tweet at her or anything. And I have a lot of regrets now. Where I'm like, I should have been like a better fan back then, you know? I should have been a better fan. So I think like... And like, I love Usa-chan. But I know that if I was suddenly not a fan, she'd be fine. Her career would be fine. But like, you know, with those chica idols, and not even that, you know, I'm not even saying without me they'd be fine too, but you know, like, one face in a crowd of 10 means so much more than one face in a crowd of like 1,000, you know? Or one face in a checking line of 5 people means more than one face in a crowd of like, how many people are in that fucking line? Like 200, like fucking, I don't know, 100. There was like so many. That was just for one event. There was also lottery, done by lottery, and then, you know, like fucking sold out. So like, you know, I just really feel like I want to show up more and be a better fan for my chica idol and for my chica idol group in Oshi. Cause like, if it ever comes, cause I really thought a lot about like, damn, when or if like, you know, my Oshi graduates and stuff like that. And I really thought a lot about her. And I was like, I think if she graduated, I have so much regrets of not doing more for her. Because I know like Limina, you know, felt the same. And it's worse for her because she lives all the way in like, you know, fucking America. And I was just like, I really want to do better, you know? I want to do better. I want to be a better fan and I want to show up more. And even if it's just like, you know, being more active online. Which, you know, I know she appreciates because she already liked all my tweets replying to her from yesterday. So I think that's also it. Like, I love Usa-chan, and Usa-chan is still like my top Oshi. But like, Chica Oshi is like my number 2. And I make a much bigger impact being a fan of her than I do like in iLife, because iLife's so fucking big right now. So I'm just like, I just really want to do better. I really want to do better, and so the day comes where when I attend her graduation live that like, you know, I can send her off with as little regrets as possible, I think. So yeah. So I think that's especially why I'm like really like, I really want to go to next month's live. With a smile, right? Luckily for me, I think my idol, like, my chica idol is pretty, she's a really big fan of idols. She really likes idols. She's like an idol otaku. So I think like she has a pretty good chance of performing even as she gets like pretty older. She's already older than me, which is kind of old. But I think she has a pretty good chance of like doing it as she gets older, you know, just as a hobby. Like this isn't her job or anything like it is for like some chica groups. So I think like the chance of her doing this as she gets older, like I don't think she's retiring anytime soon. It is just a hobby for her. But like, she very clearly really likes idols. So I think, you know, I won't be saying goodbye to her anytime soon, hopefully. But, you know, still, I just want to make most out of the time we have. Because, you know, she might, like, settle down and, like, you know, find a husband or a wife. Probably a husband, though. One day. Probably a husband. But, yeah. So... just do your best supporting your Oshis, whether they be VTubers or idols. Show up for them. Don't be the step fan, be the fan who stepped up. Now after talking about that, now I'm like, I really want to go. Fine! I'll think about it. I don't have a lot of time to think about it. I'll think about it. If VIP tickets sell out, they sell out. It wasn't meant to be. I'll think about it. She's gassing herself up. No, I'm gassing myself down. I'm like, I haven't done enough. I need to be better. I need to be better to Chika Oshi-chan. I need to be better. I need to be better to her. I need to show up with the same like amount of support that I do with Usa-chan. I need to be better. I'm deflating myself down. But yeah, I think that graduation live just had a really big impact on me, because like, fuck, I think like you really just have to be there, like. There were just so many emotions, and you could feel the emotions of everyone, you know, in the crowd and stuff, and it was just such a bittersweet but beautiful but so fucking sad, like, experience. Like, it felt like, you know how they say, like, oh, like, when I die, don't hold a funeral, hold, like, a celebration in honor of my memory. That's what it felt like. It felt like we were all here, like, mourning, but also celebrating. And, like, it was such, like, a weird, but, like the most bittersweet feeling ever. But it was, like, yeah. And then at the end, when we were all waiting for the idol to finish up her checkies and to get cut off, we were all just like, everyone was sitting around to like wait and say goodbye. Because like after checky, she'll be like, okay, like that, and everyone claps and they'll go backstage. Everyone was waiting and we were all just sitting around, and I told Limina, I was like, it feels like we're all just sitting here, like waiting for the end of the world, like during an apocalypse. Like, it was just like, so like kind of quiet and like so like melancholy, and just the emotions and atmosphere in the room, it just felt like we were all like waiting for the end of the world. But yeah, I love idols. I love idols so much. I love idols so much. But yeah, I think. Oh, also, I didn't talk about Miki-chan's birthday. I cried. I didn't expect to cry at Miki-chan's birthday, but I did. Limina helped me translate some things, but so like I couldn't see the stage at all because I'm so short, and we were at like the very, 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 very back. But when Life Stage came on, I knew it because so that's when they didn't use like lyric video, but they used like the footage of like so I could finally see them on stage. And as soon as they got into position, like before the song, Aisu was talking like something emotional about Miki, and the vibe was very like somber and stuff. And then they got into position, and I knew it was Life Stage, and I like instantly cheered up. And as soon as Miki-chan, because Miki-chan sings the first line in that song, I started crying. And I just kept crying throughout the whole song. And then when Usa-chan sang the old Nodoka's part, the I gotta boru touch, the high note, I just fucking sobbed, because I was so proud of her for being in charge of such like an important line and difficult line, and I was just sobbing throughout like the whole fucking song, like just fucking like sobbing, like shaking sobbing. And then like some of my eye makeup wiped away. And then after when Mickey was giving her speech and talked about pen lights, if you were watching the stream, I guess this is what she was saying, but I wasn't for sure. Limina told me apparently Mickey was talking about like at first after she debuted, there weren't a lot of purple pen lights for a really long time, and she even thought about like quitting at one point because like she had so little fans. And like hearing that, like I started like crying again when Limina was like telling me what she was saying, and I was just like so sad, because like it's so hard to support the entire group, like especially it's hard because I'm like an overseas fan, so whenever I can go to iLife events and take checkies, I just have to take checkies with Usa-chan because the lines are so long. Like for one Toku Tenkai, I can get like 2 to 3 checkies in, and that's it. And obviously as an USA Oshi, I want to get them all with USA. If I lived here, I'd be able to get checkies with the other members more. But you know, it's just like so hard with iLife size and being an overseas fan, and just with the whole like, you know, K-pop, you hold up your Oshi's like color in the crowd. So, you know, I hold up Usa-chan's, and it's very hard to like show your love for like the entire group. So I felt really sad too, because I think Mickey is my second favorite. I think she has overtaken Cotton by a little bit. They're still pretty neck and neck, but I would say my second favorites after Usa are Cotton and Mickey. But it just made me feel really bad because I just have so much love for Mickey, and like I just like, you know, haven't been able to convey it. And I knew she had to have been feeling that, because like one Checky session I attended like a handful of months after they debuted, she had like barely anyone in her line, and I felt so bad. And like, you know, obviously like they're not stupid, they're aware of that, but like hearing them acknowledge it verbally just like hurts so much even more, and it just really made me feel like so sad. And she was like, I never thought I'd get to see this many purple pen lights like in the crowd like ever. And like, it's just so sad. It's so sad. So I really hope with this birthday live she gets a lot more new fans. But it was just so heartbreaking, like to hear it come from her mouth, because it's kind of like the silent truth that everyone knows, but hearing her acknowledge it and hearing how she almost graduated because like it was too tough like mentally on her, like was just so heartbreaking to hear. So many emotions when it comes to being an idol fan, but so yeah, that's part of what Miki was talking about during her letter to the crowd. But yeah, that like just like broke my heart. So I think, but it's just so hard because like I just don't have time to get, because usually when I go to Japan, I can see iLife maybe once or twice, and usually like I want to get a bunch of checkies with Usa, so I don't have time to get checkies with other members. Unless they do checkies where there's like some member, like 3 members at this time, 3 members then at the session after, unless they split them up like that. In that case, I can get checkies. But if they're doing them all at the same time, I just don't have time to get checkies with other members. But last time I went, not this last time, but last time I went, I did get a checkie with every member except Haruka, because she's a support member. But I did get a checkie with every member just to have. So I'm really happy I got that. But man, they're so popular now. Used to get more time, but now like, especially with some members, I literally just had time to be like, they were writing out and be like, mini-chan kawaii, and it's like, oh, bye. Like literally like less than 10 seconds. So, you know, it's so hard to like convey everything you want to, but I can't speak Japanese that well, so I really have like, you know, much to say to some of those members. But you know, like I feel like to Riri and Mickey and Cotton and Mamu, I think I had a lot to say, or a lot I want to say. So I just like, you know, that's why alts are so good. Like when you like upload the checky, usually like, you know, in the alternative, like the alternative text, mostly for Westerners use this like actually like be like oh, this photo has a dog in it and for people who are visually impaired. Fans use it to like write more caption, because there's like a giant fucking like 1,000 character word limit. So they'll write like, oh, like extra things they want to say to the idol and stuff there, and that's where I like usually convey everything I want to say, because like my Japanese is like non-existent. Oh, okay, it's empty. My Japanese is like non-existent, so that's where, yeah, I like usually write. That's where I write all of mine, especially as like a foreigner. Do you hit the word limit? Yes. Sometimes I've had to either condense it, or if I've uploaded more than one photo, I have to attach an alt to each of the different photos. But I just have a lot to say because I don't get to see them very often, so I have a lot to say. But yeah. Okay. I might end soon here so I can get back to catch up on work, since I have some messages from the boss. But is there anything else we have not discussed? I don't know what my schedule is. I'll post my schedule later today. I wrote it up, but I can't remember it off the top of my head, and it's on my phone. What are we playing? Why weren't you in chat earlier? Sorry. Tomodachi life, cyberpunk. Life is strange. Just welcome back and wishing you happiness. Thank you. Nice to have you back. Thank you. Happy to be back. I was making dinner for most of Japan stuff, but when you said it was a series of unfortunate events, I was thinking, I remember that book. And when I said that, I was also too like, isn't that a book? Nate, thank you so much for 36 months of membership! Thanks for the yapping. Welcome back, and we hope you get all the rest. Thank you. I'm still so tired. Thank you, Nate. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for 36 months of membership, and congratulations, Nate. Thank you. Okay, I send you off now to Serenity. I send you guys off to Serenity. Please go send her a good Amori beam. I'm gonna go get back to work. Amoriba. And send us the... Oh my god, if I could you imagine if I could raid into Huron's Fest? Wait, is it on right now? They definitely don't have raids turned on, but that would be so fucking funny. I can't raid. They definitely don't. Let me just check though. That'd be so fucking funny. Okay, I can't. It would have been so fucking funny though. I'm just seeing what time the groups I like perform. Okay, I send you guys off. Oh, I did! Shit! Sorry, my bad. Thank you. My bad. Sorry, I got distracted. My bad, sorry. I don't have my earbuds in. Oh, Anime Girl! Thanks for stream! Thank you, Anna. Is this a sign? Should I go to Japan next month? Anime Girl, thank you so much for the Amori Dono. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Is this a sign? God, did you send down Anime Craft as your messenger to tell me to go see my Chica Oshi? Anime Craft, thank you so much for the Amori Dono. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much again, Anime Craft. Okay, I won't send you guys to Huron's Fest. Unless voluntarily. But I forcibly send you guys to Serenity. 나를 잘 봐줘서 너무너무 감사합니다. I will see you guys. I'll post my schedule. Do I stream tomorrow? I can't remember if I stream tomorrow. I'll post my schedule sometime. Amoriba. I'll post my schedule tonight. I need to check. I can't remember if I stream tomorrow or the day after, but I will see you guys soon. Amoriba, everyone. Amoriba.